Welcome to our video on the top 10 luxurious prisons in the world. Prisons are often associated with cramped cells, poor living conditions, and harsh treatment. However, there are some prisons that are an exception to this stereotype. These prisons offer luxurious amenities and are often referred to as country clubs for the rich and famous. In this video, we will be taking a closer look at these prisons and what makes them so unique. Let's get started. Number 1. Justice Center, Leoben. The Justice Center, Leoben is a court and prison complex in Leoben in St. Esteria, Austria, which was designed by architect Joseph Hosensen and was completed in November 2004. One of the nice things about this jail is that it doesn't allow for overcrowding. It is able to fit 205 inmates at the absolute maximum. There are 2 inscriptions on the prison's perimeter. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights, and all persons deprived of their liberty shall be treated with humanity and with respect for the inherent dignity of the human person. The person gives each of its prisoners a single cell with a private bathroom and kitchenette, plus a TV. There is a fully equipped gym, basketball court, and outdoor recreation area. Number 2. Champsdalen Prison, Switzerland. Switzerland's Champdalen Prison is situated near Pupplingen in the canton of Geneva and houses worldwide inmates. It is intended for individuals who are under preventative custody, although it also has space for non-violent criminals. The Champdalen is a natural refuge for the inmates with spacious, clean chambers that provide the bare necessities for the inmates without causing them any pain. This was not the condition of the jail before, as it used to be overcrowded beyond the capacity. However, the prison had a major renovation in 2011 to make it more spacious and luxurious. The facility now includes large triple occupancy cells with an adjoining bathroom. These kinds of amenities help convicts feel less like prisoners and more like roommates trying to achieve their goals of getting better and avoiding recidivism. For breakfast, inmates get a tiny package of coffee, Nesquik, margarine, and jam, which you may use to prepare breakfast the following day. With any remaining, they can purchase some food from their commissary, since most of them engage in work programs. The commissary sells things such as coffee, good tea, biscuits, butter, boiled eggs, and fruit. Interestingly, the facility allows inmates to sleep during the day. The management also allows drawing, painting in landsmen, and long walks in the courtyard. In addition to that, inmates have the privileges of daily television and reading books. Number 3. Qincheng Prison, China. The Chinese prison system has a reputation for being particularly harsh and unforgiving towards its inmates, which in theory acts as a deterrent to anyone acting in a way that the ruling regime doesn't like. One of the most famous facilities of all is the Qincheng Prison, which is in Qincheng Village, around an hour's drive from central Beijing. And it's here that political prisoners, as well as high-profile inmates, are often sent. First built in 1958 under a veil of secrecy, it's split into 3 sections: the inmate housing, the work sites, and the residential section for employees. Prisoners are ranked based on the severity of their crimes and their standing in society before they were sent there. And this determines the quality of their experience while there. Of course, most find themselves in extremely tough conditions when they are forced to work in physically demanding jobs every day of the week and share cramped cells. But if you're wealthy or a high-profile person, things can be very different. Qincheng has a number of special cells that are reserved for these individuals. And according to reports, they're the height of luxury compared to elsewhere. With 215 square feet or 20 square meters of space, writing desks, private bathrooms, and washing machines, as well as prisoners being able to wear their own clothes, eat much better food, and read, exercise, play games, and even have visitors. It's not exactly vacation-worthy, but it's close. Number 4. San Pedro Prison, Bolivia. Though it is not as luxurious as some of the prisons on this list, definitely a comfortable one. When you see San Pedro Prison, you'll wonder whether this is a correctional facility or a community of people forced to move and live together. Inmates are allowed to make up their own rules and regulations as long as the rules are within reason. By doing this, the prison aims to avoid any tensions and keep the prisoners happy. The inmates have their freedom to lead their life, which is a luxury. Life in San Pedro Prison is funny, in some extent. I mean, if you think that this is supposed to be a lockup facility. Prisoners have a right to choose their own leaders and set up the whole neighborhood complete with their families. The prisoners have their own set rules and methods of punishment, as well as means of mediating disputes. The prison has been a tourist prison for many years. Number 5. JVA Fuhlsbüttel Prison, Germany. While the German prison has been criticized for offering freedom to the prisoners, the JVA Fuhlsbüttel prison still offers a myriad of amenities to the inmates. Along with expensive cells, the prison offers washing machines and telephone corners for inmates who want to talk to their families over a long distance. As mentioned by News 18, the prison also redecorates the floors after short intervals for inmates who are serving long sentences. The JVA Fuhlsbüttel prison has relocated to Ohlsdorf in the city of Hamburg upon boundary revisions. The jailhouse inmates serving long sentences. The cells also have ample natural lighting like a house and wide window glasses for the guards to spy on the inmates. They are spotless, shiny, looking down on the floors, and inmates must ensure they remain that daily. Inmates can also possess a wooden chair and a wooden table in their cells. However, this furniture must be permanently fixed. The inmates in large quarters of the facility own a bed, a sofa, a modern shower, and a toilet. Inmates get frequent phone time to communicate with their family, friends, and attorneys while sitting on a cushioned chair, which is contrary to other facilities. Number 6. Halden Prison, Norway. Located in the small town of Halden in Norway, Halden Prison is a maximum security facility. But you wouldn't know it. It opened in April of 2010 with a capacity of up to 252 inmates, the majority of whom have been convicted of the most serious crimes such as murderers and terrorists. Furthermore, such is the novel approach in this prison. Around 40% of the inmates are international criminals who are being kept there on behalf of other governments. Surprisingly, there's no barbed wire, electric fences, guard towers, or snipers. And instead, there's a huge steel and concrete wall surrounding the facility and the use of toughened safety glass throughout. There are, as you'd expect, security cameras, but these are only used in the wider grounds and there aren't any in the cells, the common rooms, the classrooms, or the workshops. Split into 3 cell blocks, each prisoner has their own 110 square foot or 10 square meter cell that has a TV, a desk, a mini fridge, a toilet, and a shower. Regular visitations are allowed and these privileges are only ever removed as a result of bad behavior. This approach is very much focused on rehabilitation and rather than feeling like punishment, Halden Prison is more like a small community that encourages prisoners to gain employment and learn skills for the outside world. It's not been without its criticism, though, but it's undoubtedly one of the most luxurious maximum security prisons on earth and one that has remarkably good behavior records and low reoffending rates for those that are released back into society. Number 7. HMP Berwyn Prison, UK. HMP Prison Berwyn is a PSW 150 million Category C adult male prison in Brexit County Borough, Wales. It is the largest operational prison in the UK, which opened on February 28, 2017. The HMP Berwyn is located in the UK and is the coziest jail yet in the United Kingdom. Inmates here get a phone, laptop and shower in their cells. This correctional facility can hold up to 2,000 inmates who are called to the admin instead of prisoners and guards knock first before entering their rooms. The laptops offered are used to order meals for the whole week, arrange visits and weekly shopping, and any other tasks connected to their studies. Each room holds 2 inmates. Despite having phones and laptops, gadgets are not connected to Wi-Fi. Number 8. California Prison, USA. This perhaps is America's most luxurious prison. This facility started to charge inmates a whopping $155 per day to stay in unused jail. The prison decided to make use of this previously unused jail since it was built in 2000. The jail is quite an upgrade from the average prison as prisoners get to enjoy various entertainment programs on a widescreen high-definition TV in addition to gaming tables, bathroom, cells, beds, and showers. These new rates, however, does not include room service. Everything else remains the same as at any other prison. This California prison can accommodate up to 96 prisoners despite having just 54 beds. The program, however, is only limited to those convicted of minor offenses who receive prior judicial approval. Number 9. Sollentuna Prison, Sweden. The majority of prisons are designed with one thing in mind, keeping the inmates inside, and as a result, they are rarely the most eco-friendly of buildings. That's not always the way, though, because in Sollentuna Prison in Sweden, it actually won an award for its green credentials in 2019. And the features that were added to make it like this have also made it one of the most luxurious prisons of all, too. The main prison building, called Caliban 4, looks like an ordinary office block from a distance, but it's actually a high-security remand prison in central Stockholm. Wrapped in more than 64,000 square feet of insulating glass with inbuilt alarms, the structure automatically regulates its own temperature, and there's a 12,000 square foot garden on the roof that inmates are able to use, and this is particularly bee-friendly. With various other initiatives, too, such as underground tunnels and the courthouse to remove the need for vehicular transport, the prisoners benefit as well, with private rooms that feature comfortable beds and en-suite bathrooms, a fully equipped gym, and plenty of recreational space. With fresher air, comfortable temperatures, and a sense of openness and well-being throughout, it's seen as a blueprint for future prisons in the country. And because of how it uses far less energy than a conventional facility, it's far cheaper to operate as well. Number 10. Otago Corrections Facility, New Zealand. The Otago Corrections Facility lies in the Lower South Island near Milton. Locals refer to it as the Milton Hilton. Between 2005 and 2007, OCF was one of the 4 new prisons that began operations. A highly guarded perimeter fence surrounds a wide-open area with various structures for housing and service. Otago offers pleasant quarters for its prisoners and emphasizes skill development despite the very tight security. This facility aims for successful rehabilitation in a place where inmates can relax in a life of luxury while serving their sentence. They also offer courses in light engineering, dairy farming, and cooking, among other things. Notably, the Otago Corrections Facility does offer underfloor heating, a small library, a gym, and several other amenities. They also share single rooms with excellent beds and desks, a television, a pin board with pictures of cars, and a scantily clad motel, and what seems to be a collection of Harry Potter novels are all present in the room. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.